What if I told you the sun is literally printing money for business owners right now, and most people are still sleeping on it? The solar installation industry in the US is one of the fastest growing trades you can enter, and the window to get in before your local market gets saturated is closing faster than you think. A solar installation business is exactly what it sounds like. You sell, install, and sometimes maintain solar panel systems for homeowners and commercial property owners. But here's why it matters right now. The Inflation Reduction Act extended a 30% federal tax credit for solar installations through 2032, and that single policy change sent consumer demand through the roof. According to the Solar Energy Industries Association, the U.S. solar market surpassed 200 gigawatts of total installed capacity in 2024, and residential solar alone is a multi-billion-dollar industry growing at double digits annually. If you're handy, entrepreneurial, and want to ride a government-backed wave, this business was built for you. Let's talk numbers. On the low end, you can start lean, a licensed subcontractor model, basic tools, and a solid sales process for around $15,000 to $30,000. A mid-tier setup with your own crew, a service van, equipment inventory, and a basic CRM will run you $50,000 to $100,000. A full-scale operation with in-house installation teams, a showroom, and marketing infrastructure can approach $250,000 or more. Profit margins in this industry typically land between 20% and 35% per job. The average residential solar installation generates $15,000 to $30,000 in revenue per project, and top operators are closing 8 to 15 jobs a month. That puts realistic annual revenue for an established operation anywhere from $800,000 to well over $2 million. Break-even typically hits between 12 and 18 months depending on your overhead. For structure, an LLC is the move. It protects your personal assets from liability in an industry that involves electrical work and roof access, and it keeps your tax options flexible as you scale. Day to day, you're managing site assessments, pulling permits, coordinating with utility companies for grid interconnection, and overseeing installations. Licensing requirements vary heavily by state. Most states require an electrical contractor license, and some require a specific solar contractor license on top of that. Always check with your state's contractor licensing board before you quote a single job. You'll need general liability insurance, and in most states workers' comp is mandatory the moment you hire. On the tax side, you're dealing with self-employment tax, quarterly estimated payments, and depending on your state, sales tax on materials. Some states exempt solar equipment from sales tax entirely. That's a real selling point you can use with customers. Now let's be real. The number one place new solar business owners bleed money is lead generation. Buying leads from aggregator platforms like Energy Sage or HomeAdvisor sounds easy until you realize you're competing against 5 other installers on price. The second trap is underestimating the permitting timeline. Delays kill cash flow, and new owners almost never account for it in their project pricing. The third is hiring too fast before your sales pipeline is consistent. Here's something most new business owners don't think about until it costs them thousands: missed calls. Studies show businesses lose up to 75% of callers who don't leave a voicemail. A CRM system that automates your follow-ups, tracks leads, and handles communication can be the difference between a struggling business and a thriving one. Same goes for your online presence. No website and no Google Maps listing in 2025 means you're basically invisible. These aren't luxuries anymore. They're infrastructure. Here are 3 moves your competitors aren't making. First, partner with real estate agents who work with buyers purchasing homes that don't have solar. You become their go-to resource before the buyer even moves in, and you skip the cold lead entirely. Second, build a referral program specifically targeting homeowners associations. One HOA relationship can yield 20 to 50 installs in a single neighborhood. Third, offer free solar savings audits to small businesses. Commercial jobs pay significantly more than residential, and most small business owners have never been approached directly about the financial return. Honest verdict: the pros are real and significant. High ticket sales, strong government tailwinds, growing consumer demand, and the ability to build a highly scalable operation. The cons, and they matter, are the steep learning curve around permitting and utility interconnection, the capital required to float projects before customer financing clears, and the fact that weather, roofing conditions, and HOA restrictions can kill deals late in the sales process. This is not a business for someone who wants passive income out of the gate. It rewards operators who are organized, persistent, and systems-driven. On the data side, The U.S. solar installation industry was valued at approximately $30 billion in 2024 according to IBISWorld, with a projected compound annual growth rate above 10% through 2029. The Bureau of Labor Statistics projects solar installer jobs to grow 52% through 2032, the fastest of any occupation in the country. And according to the Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory, median solar system prices have dropped over 60% in the last decade, making consumer adoption easier than ever. If you're serious about starting this business, the difference between the owners who make it and those who don't often comes down to systems and support. Don't try to do everything yourself. Your time is worth more than that. For the tech side of things, your website, CRM, automation, and operation software, the team at SoftAngles offers free consultations and can build exactly what your business needs without the guesswork. The link is in the description. Now drop a comment below. Are you thinking residential, commercial, or both? And if you're looking at another high-growth trade business, the next video is going to save you from making a very expensive mistake before you write your first check.